Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Blingo back here with another video. Hope y'all all been living y'all truth. Now listen, man, we about to talk about Tory Lanez again, man. And I think this is going to be the last time we talk about Tory Lanez. A lot of people feel like he's innocent. A lot of people feel like he's guilty. But you know what? Shout out to my boy Deleted. He's going to give you guys all of the details. Now, I wanted to make a video like this, but I just never did because I had to clip up everything and find these clips and put them all together and stuff. I never did that. But Deleted did. Deleted did. And you guys going to tell me what y'all think after all the evidence is here. Okay? After everything. And then we're going to talk about it at the end. Shout out to my boy Deleted. You guys don't want to miss this. I think everything is broken down. Let's check it out right now.
Oh, shit.
Here we go again.
So let me get this straight. Y'all really out here believing some mystery NPC bodyguard who popped up after Tory allegedly got stabbed 14 times. Like this is a GTA side mission or something. This bodyguard wasn't even there. He wasn't there. He wasn't present. And you're gonna take him saying that he overheard Kelsey say she did it with no evidence at all. And also pretend there's no actual evidence when this case is literally overflowing with receipts, voice memos, gun fragments, lies, confessions, memory loss, and a suspicious amount of glass.
I'm the villain.
Where the freak is he? Yeah, that's true though. Where's the freak is the bodyguard? Where are you, bro? I want to see you. I just want to see what you look like. We don't even know that. But let's keep it going.
There's literally audio of Tory Lanez calling from jail, apologizing to Kelsey like he just bumped her in Target. Talking about, I'm sorry, I didn't mean for this to happen.
This is a free call from
Tory?
And listen, y'all Tory Lanez fans, y'all better not hold your ears. Y'all better be listening right now. Listen to this, all right? Don't hold your ears. Keep it all fair. We keeping it all fair.
Just so f***ing drunk, nigga. I didn't even know what the f*** was going on, bro. Regardless, that's not gonna make anything right. And that's not gonna make my actions right, bro. But I'm just deeply sorry, bro. I never even moved like that, bro. Like, never moved like that at all, bro. Like, for real, dog.
I know. There's a lot that happens, but
A whole lot, bro. Like, a whole lot, bro. I feel crazy, bro. But in this state, like, what happened already, bro. I can't take it back, bro. I'm just telling y'all, I'm sorry, bro. Like, bro, I don't even remember what we was even arguing about.
What are you talking about? What are we talking about here? Apologizing to Kelsey and Meg, saying I didn't mean for this to happen.
Guilty, guilty, guilty.
What y'all think? What y'all think? I want y'all to let me know in the comments. What y'all think about that? All right, let's talk about it. Let's keep it going. We got more details. We got more details coming all up. Come on.
And let's talk about Kelsey. Kelsey, Miss I Ain't Say That Nicole. This girl gave a whole ass statement to the police, then pulled up to court like she got mind wiped by Men in Black.
It was 5 gunshots. I look up maybe at the second and third gunshot. That's when I look up. So.
And is he shooting through the window or over the top of the door?
No, he's shooting over the top of the door. So
over the top of the door would be the rear passenger door?
The right front
Okay.
passenger. She was walking away when this happened, but by the third, fourth shot, and by the time I look up, she's facing towards us. And I've described it like a deer in headlights.
But you had said he referenced like shooting y'all earlier while you're in the car, right?
He threatened to shoot me.
As if he had a gun
Correct.
in his control somewhere.
Correct.
Okay.
And so after the shots rang, it was, like I said, 5 shots. I ran to her and she grabbed me. She had blood. So I see Tory coming around the vehicle. It's dark, lights are flat, hitting him. It's almost like a scary scene. So again, I'm in defense mode. I see him coming around the vehicle, and in my head, I'm thinking he's about to come over here and attack us. So I stepped in between where he was coming to where Megan was. And at that point, that's when the assault between me and him happened. He assaulted me. Everything, my adrenaline was so high.
She telling everything. She is telling everything. This right here, nobody really talks about this. I know this. Nobody talks about this. Like, no Tory Lanez is free, or free Tory Lanez people talk about this part. They never do. But let's keep it going. She's still talking, right?
I don't know if he was hitting me with a closed fist or slapping me. It was a physical altercation.
She said Tory shot Megan in a calm setting, even texted to Megan's bodyguard. She said it on camera without hesitating. And then in court, she was looking real.
Explain that though. Y'all gotta explain that, yo. Y'all Tory Lanez fans gotta explain that, bro. Or everybody who think he's innocent, y'all gotta explain all this. I want y'all to explain it all, bro. Let's keep it going, man. We got more.
Paid off. How convenient is that? How she get Alzheimer's that quick? And then you got the physical evidence. People saying Megan lied. Everybody's testimonies were Megan was drunk out of her mind, right? Let me know if you remember after you black out. Whoever's been drunk as hell, you know damn well you don't remember shit. You wake up the next morning like, damn, I text my ex, what the hell? So Megan probably thought it was for real glass at first. Y'all ever had adrenaline and 10 tequila shots? But then she could have just been covering for Tory and lied because she didn't want him to go to jail. If she really did that to cover his ass, she was dumb. And let me clarify something. When a bullet hits something or someone, it can shatter, break apart, and those fragments can penetrate the body. That's called getting shot. It doesn't have to be a full metal jacket through your foot. It doesn't got to go through your foot like that, man. Hey.
Explain that, guys. Y'all got, yo, he cooking on y'all. He cooking. He is cooking on y'all bad right now, all right? That's another cook. That's another hamburger right there. Come on, let's keep it going.
This is a pre-warning. If you guys don't like to see wounds, tear up out of here or fast forward, because we about to look at her feet pics. I don't know freaky shit though. I mean, look, it's the fact that they're trying to say this was caused by glass. How? What glass does this when you step on it? All the way up her ankle though, all the way up her ankle. That looks like fragments. That looks like something shattered. Fragments equal bullets. The doctor said that he was pulling fragments out her feet. What part don't you guys get? You know what I will say? It could be a combination of both. It could have been the bullet wounds and the glass. Both can be true. It seems like I gotta hold y'all hand to understand this. She could step on glass right after she got shot. Why not? She drunk as hell, foot already fucked up. And then there's the ring cam audio, man. You can't miss that one. You can literally hear someone say dance bitch in the background.
Now in the audio,
I know y'all, yo, Tory Lanez fans. Hope y'all still listening, man. Y'all better listen. Y'all better listen, because y'all need to come to his defense.
we'll see how back-to-back the shots were, which eliminates the idea of this struggle for the gun and, you know, this idea that was pushed out. Audio was taken from somebody's ring inside their home.
Yo, did y'all hear it? Y'all hear him say dance B? I don't know. It did kind of sound like it though. I heard something, but I can't make it out. Let's rewind it. I'm gonna rewind it a little bit. See if you catch it. Hold on.
Inside their home.
I ain't gonna lie, it do sound like it. I ain't gonna lie, it do sound like it. Y'all gonna have to explain that. Y'all gotta explain it. Come on, free Tory, right? Explain it.
As you can see, it was back to back to back. And it kind of eliminates, like I said, the idea of this struggle that the defense tried to paint.
This man really thought he was Yosemite Sam with a gun or some shit. The prosecution used it in court. This isn't a TikTok edit. It's court submitted evidence, allegedly. And y'all still trying to be like he didn't do it though. That man done turned that driveway into the Wild Wild West. And let's not forget Tory's multiverse of lies and story changes. First it was Megan stepped on glass. Then he insinuated she cheddar bobbed herself. She shot herself. Then people started to run Kelsey shot her, which he would then comment and say no, she didn't. She didn't.
Explain that. Explain that. You motherfucking Tory Lanez fans, you free Tory motherfuckers. Y'all better explain that right there. Explain what he said. That's not true. Explain it. Don't tell me it was a bot. Because if you tell me it's a bot, that means some of y'all are bots.
Shooter. Then he would go in to say nobody shot her, insinuating again that Megan shot herself. Now he's going with the story that Kelsey shot her again. This dude went through more rewrites than the movie Blade, acting like he's Marvel Phase 5. Tory basically said everything but the truth. I mean, it's obvious, man. Why you gonna change your story that much? Why are you so silent? Why is it such a big secret on who did it if it truly wasn't you? So now all of a sudden we have this bodyguard, this random guy who wasn't there. This guy was not at the the scene of the crime. He just so happens to appear right after Tory gets shanked in prison. And he goes, I heard Kelsey say she shot Megan. Are you guys unable to read the room? You guys try to read between the lines of everything else. But it is a little sus that he comes and says this the day after he gets shanked. This dude is built like a Reddit thread. Y'all said fuck the proof, fuck the photos. As long as you heard that one guy speak and said some, case closed. But meanwhile, y'all ignoring the jail calls, the ring cam, bullet fragments, sworn witness, audio, testimonies, the changes of their stories, the way they're acting like it's some big mystery secret. They won't talk, they won't say nothing, all of that shady weird shit. Y'all ignore all that, but believe a random bodyguard who entered the chat 3 years later with no evidence.
Does he have a point? Does he have a point? I'm asking y'all as we go because I want y'all to hear. I want y'all to answer in the comments and let me know, does he have a point? Y'all wanted all the details when it came down to Meg. Y'all wanted to see her foot. Yo, she's dancing in the party after. She's doing this. What if I said, honestly, if I said, hey, I want to see Tory Lanez's wounds from the stabbing. I want to see all 14. I want to see it. I want to see him go like this. I got a scar here, I got a scar here. What if I said I want to see it? Huh? What if I said that? Come on, man. I better not see him. What if I see him working out? I better not see him working out because he should be in real pain, right? Like, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. He breaking it down for y'all. He cooking. He really cooking. That's another burger for you. I want y'all to answer that. Tell me what y'all think.
Y'all just hella happy that someone said that. It's the selective outrage, man. Y'all crazy as hell. What is with the world right now? What is going on? Y'all flipped on this woman over one lie about her dating history, as if that automatically cancels out being shot. She lied about sleeping with Tory. Tory lied to keep his name clean. Kelsey lied to stay out of jail. Megan lied because she didn't want to admit she was smashing a dwarf with a Napoleon complex. Only one of those lies ended in surgery. It's almost as if Tory's team is using Kelsey's immunity like a get out of jail free card. His team think they slick. They like, hey, let's just blame her since she can't go down for it. And maybe Tory could slide out scot-free because she got full immunity. I mean, y'all dissect everything else. Why hasn't nobody said that? Because that's what it seemed like.
I did. I said they were working in cahoots. They were in cahoots the whole time. And they wanted to play it this way. I just don't know why they played it this way now, but remember they asked her, they said, yo, who paid for your lawyers? And she was like, I don't remember. How don't you not remember who paid for your lawyers? Obviously, allegedly, Tory paid for the lawyers. You know, the whole thing was to build reasonable doubt, to get them both off. You know what I mean? That was the whole thing.
Like, I'm starting to understand why some of y'all get cheated on and still stay. Some of y'all are so damn gullible and loyal for no reason, like emotionally generous golden retrievers, trusting people who clearly lying in 4K, and your brain is on airplane mode. And now I see why you stayed with dude after he cheated 5 times. Now I see why some of y'all stayed with her, even though she says the whole basketball teams are her brothers. And Kelsey don't get enough hate. Kelsey don't get enough hate. Tory fans and Meg fans should be pissed at Kelsey. She don't get enough hate. Let's get something straight. Kelsey is not innocent. Even if she didn't pull the trigger, she sure as hell acted like she was hiding the gun. Let's be real. You got 2 people fighting over Tory like he's a PS5. Shots go off, Megan's bleeding, and you acting oblivious like you weren't a part of that same fight. If she's not guilty, she's at least hella complicit. Kelsey really hit us with I don't recall. And we gotta reflect a little bit. Megan, I gotta sig on your ass too, because trying to protect this clown fumbled your credibility. You tried to handle things privately. Nah, you let that fake street loyalty cloud your judgment. You guys are civilians. You're not a mob boss. You're not a gang member. You got famous for shaking your ass, writing hits, and driving the boat. You should have told the truth from day one. You should have strutted your ass to that police station with fireworks and a backup dancer. But nah, you tried to save them and ended up saving nobody, and you got to take that to the chin. Lying on your body count, you should have never did that. Yes, I agree, it was nobody's business and it shouldn't even have been brought up. However, if that's the center of the argument, you should have just held your truth, because you also lost the credibility because of that. It wasn't worth it.
It wasn't really credibility loss though. That was like a stupid credibility to lose. Like, that's a stupid amount. That's a stupid reason for her to lose credibility, because who wants to tell the world, like, honestly, all of you guys that's watching, right? If you were inside, if you were somewhere and you were on TV and live television, let's say you slept with like somebody that's anybody who will be proud to sleep with. Let's say you slept with somebody like Rihanna or somebody, one of the big celebrity, whoever's hot, whoever y'all like at this time, right? Lotto or whatever, one of the hot female rappers, right? Let's say you slept with one of them and then they asked you on live TV, even if she didn't do nothing violent to you, if she did nothing violent to you, and they asked you, did you sleep with this, whoever it was, right? Are you going to be like, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. You're not going to do that, bro. You're not going to do that. And just because you lied about that does not mean that you lied about everything else in your life. I lied to my mom and told her I didn't steal candy from the store. Does that mean everything I say is a freaking lie? No, bro, it don't mean that. So I hate that argument. I ain't gonna lie. Nobody gotta tell you their personal business. That they don't have to tell you that. And you shouldn't be asking that. And why do people say that's the center of the thing? It doesn't matter if y'all was sleeping together, if they were sleeping together. That don't matter.
Shouldn't have lied on your box. You gotta take that one to the chin as well. But let's run this shit back. We got the audio, doctor notes of bullet fragments, witness testimony, Tory's whole multiverse of lies.
And hold on. I got one more thing to say about that. What if she never said that? What if she just came out straight up like, yeah, I did sleep with Tory? What would y'all go with after that? What would y'all go with after that? Because it feels like y'all hanging on to that. Like, if she didn't say that, y'all wouldn't be like, oh, she's lying. It's like y'all hanging on to that one little thing. And I don't like that. I think that's corny. That's a corny thing to hang on to. Y'all need to come up with something stronger than that. You know what I'm saying?
Switching this story 30 damn times. Kelsey playing dumb after she texts Meg's bodyguard that Tory shot her after she testified on camera. But when she went to court, she don't know what happened. Megan getting dragged online the whole time, doubting her. And now insert some new random guy you haven't even seen before and wasn't present at the time. That was enough to say, I knew it. Let's keep it a stack. If this was any other woman besides a black woman, y'all would have started a GoFundMe, changed your profile pic, and called for prison reform. But because it's Megan, you say she's lying because she didn't want to say she slept with him. And she said she stepped on glass at first. Man, that's crazy. Y'all will believe anybody and anything. I don't believe Meg because Meg said it. I believe it because there is facts after facts and receipts after receipts. I'm using basic comprehension skills. My eyes is not deceiving me. I'm looking at the receipts that was presented and my ears can hear his phone call. My ears can hear the ring camera. You guys are pulling shit out your ass. I don't pull shit out my ass, man. Y'all over here trying to do lyrical breakdowns to everything. Let's keep it lit. Y'all will believe anybody as long as they say something anti-Megan. Tory's ass could have stood on the courthouse steps with a Glock in one hand and a Dance Bitch t-shirt in the other, and y'all still would have said Kelsey did it. It's the fact you're putting faith into a bodyguard who wasn't even there. 3 years later.
Where the freak is the bodyguard at? That's what I want to know. Where the freak he at? I want to see him. He should have been right there standing with the people talking. He should have been right there on the side like, it was me. It was me. But he nowhere to be found. He's just a ghost man.
Out of nowhere comes with this story. I mean, at this point, it's comedy. This case is not about music. It's not about sex. It ain't about clout. It's about a grown-ass little man shooting a woman and then doing everything in his power to make y'all think he did it. And y'all fell for it. Y'all still falling for it. Don't crash out. It's not worth it. I'm gonna keep saying that. But shooting a woman because you guys are upset is still beyond me. That's intense. That's crazy. But let me entertain the gullible people real quick. Let's say, for argument's sake, Tory didn't shoot her. Let's just say he didn't shoot her and it was really Kelsey. Let's ignore everything and act like you guys and say that he didn't shoot her. Even with all the evidence, let's say that we believe you in this new bodyguard that came out of nowhere. Let's say Tory was just standing there like some Canadian elf watching it all go down. He's still a fucking moron. Cause guess what? That whole no snitching shit, that fake shit he was doing, these are not gang lords. That only works if you're Pablo Escobar, man, or a gang member or a street dude that do organized crime. This is not The Wire, man. This is not Power. This is not Raising Kanan. This is not BMF TMF. Ain't nobody repping sets in Calabasas at Kylie Jenner's pool party. Tory is a civilian. Kelsey is a civilian. Meg is a civilian. So what the hell are you staying silent for? You had a whole trial. You could have easily took that stand and say, I didn't do that shit. And the jury would have had a...
That's what he lose at. That's what he lose. He never said, I didn't do it on the stand. And you know why I believe that he didn't say it on the stand? Because they would have, at cross-examination, he would have got destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but you said that, like, when they started questioning him, oh, he wouldn't have been able to do it, y'all. He wouldn't have been able to do it. He wouldn't have been able to do it. That's why he didn't take the stand. And that's why his lawyers probably told him don't take the stand. And everybody's mad because that lawyer left. The original story behind why that lawyer left is because he was a top lawyer. And when you're a top lawyer, you don't want to have a loss on your belt. So his defense was, the defense that he wanted was, oh, I just want to basically use the public and build reasonable doubt. He wanted to use y'all to get him out. No real evidence, no real nothing. He wanted to use y'all to get him out. And her whole thing was like, you're never going to win like that. You're never going to win like that. And I'm going to take a super L as your lawyer. And I'm supposed to be a top lawyer. I'm going to take an L as your lawyer if I try to go with that. I'm telling you, don't go with that. Just take the plea. But nah, he wanted to go with that. He wanted to go with the public perception. That's what he wanted to go with. The narrative. The switching the narratives. That's what he wanted to go with. And she would have lost. She would have lost bad. So it was like, nah, I'm not trying to do that, bro. If you want to do that, you got to find another lawyer that's willing to do that. Because I'm too good of a lawyer to do that. And you could get that kind of tea and all that kind of information if you watch Suits. That's a great show. Watch Suits. It's on Netflix. Watch that show, man. Harvey don't play those games either.
Considered your testimony, but instead you sat there trying to look cool, trying to ride the wave and make yourself like you a real ass gangster. Bruh, she is not a banger. You act like she was a crip or something. She's your ex. This is a domestic case. Who the fuck would literally get locked up trying to look cool, not snitching on two women that are fighting? You gonna really do time for two women fighting? I'm not saying you had to tell the whole story, but you could have been like, hey man, I didn't do that. You need to ask Meg and Kelsey that, because it wasn't me. And that right there would have been enough to tell the jury I didn't do it and put the blame on them without saying a lie. The jury would have heard that and ran with that, but you didn't do that. So now let's say Kelsey pulled the trigger like you guys believe. Guess what? Tory's ass is still cooked. Why? Because he won't say what actually happened. He won't clear it up. He just stands there throwing spaghetti at the wall hoping one lie sticks. Meanwhile, there's an eyewitness who literally said, I saw Tory and Kelsey with the gun. And then he said they all beat on Megan Thee Stallion after she was shot and dragged her into the car.
He said at one point he saw one woman go back towards into the car. At that point he saw a muzzle flash. Then he said there was a man, and after the first few shots from the woman came off, he saw the man getting involved with the woman and more shots went off. On cross-examination, the prosecutor asked him, did you see the man shoot? He said, yes, I saw the shorter man with a gun shooting violently in the air at least 5 times. And then he said the most shocking thing that has come out in this case, which is that after the shots went off, one woman crawled further away, that the 3 people then went over there and beat her violently while she was on the ground. They picked her up. They looked like they were going to drag her and throw her into the river. Instead, they dragged her across the street, put her in the car, and drove off.
So let me get this straight. You didn't shoot her, but you joined in on the jump. Congrats.
So that man was lying, y'all? Y'all got to answer that too. The free Tory guys, y'all got to answer that too. Y'all telling me that man was lying? That man made that whole thing up. That whole story, he made it up. Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all got to break this down for me to make me... Why I should say free Tory. Why the world is saying free Tory. Y'all got to break that down, man.
Now you're an accomplice. That's still a felony. Do you guys not understand that shit? That's still a felony. You're not innocent. You sat there and let the shit happen. And then you joined in on beating her ass up. So whether Tory shot her or held somebody who did or stayed silent, he's still a whole problem. You either pulled the trigger, watched it happen and lied, or helped cover it up. Pick one. Either way, you're not a victim. That's the part that's crazy to me, that you guys really sitting here feeling sorry for somebody who is moving hella shady. They're moving hella shady. Tory had every chance to tell the truth. Tory had the stand. Tory had the mic. Tory had the phone from jail too. But But nah, Tory wanted to be real. So now Tory's ass is really in prison. I mean, you guys could enjoy them loyalty points, whatever. Y'all miss me with this mess. Y'all crazy as hell. Until there's actual evidence to combat with all the other evidence, I'm not buying it. I need evidence. I don't go off of he say, she say. I'm going off of facts. And somewhere in the world, Jay-Z is looking confused as hell. Catching strays and getting dragged. Like, damn.
He's like, what the freak I gotta do with this, bro? I ain't do nothing with this. What are y'all calling Rock Nation for? Come on, man.
How I catch a stray. I wasn't in that car. When shit hit the fan, blame Rock Nation. It's to the point if somebody stubbed they big toe, they're somehow gonna blame Jay-Z and Rock Nation.
I mean, yo, he broke it down. He gave us all the detail. He broke it all the way down. Y'all gotta tell me where he went wrong, son. He brought everything out. Y'all gotta tell me, man. Like, wow, my biggest thing when I was like, yo, I feel like Tory did it. My biggest thing is you're telling me you're gonna let these two females go up on that stand and say you did it knowing that you didn't do it. Well, let's say Kelsey didn't go on the stand and do it and say that you did it, but she already did make a statement. It's audio of the statement of her saying that you did it in great detail. And then Meg said you did it. So you're going to let these two women lie on you, boy, and let you be away from your son for 10 years? And you're going to go off what the public perception is? And you innocent for real? Come on, man. Y'all got to explain that to me. You're going to let these two women lie on you, son. Lie on you. Like, nah, I'm not trying to hear that, bro. If I didn't do it, and let's say we was following the no snitching rule, right? And I didn't snitch. But I didn't snitch on my accomplice, right? But then she snitches on me. Everything's off after that. Everything's off after that. Because you broke the code. It's supposed to be no snitching. You broke the code. Now everything's off after that. Because when there's no snitching, nobody snitches. That's it. Let the court and everybody figure it out. But she actually told on you. So all bets is off after that. Y'all got to explain that to me. But I'm going to end the video right there, man. I'm going to end it right there. You know, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram at Blingo for Vero. Shop Vero, VeroClothing.net. Live your truth. Because I don't see no truth in this. Y'all live your truth, man. I'm out. Peace.